And hello, all you folks out there, YouTube land! We're the miniskwerls here with the Snark Patrol. Say hello to the Snark Patrol.
Hello, YouTube.
Only if you can give me a chuckle.
I'd be willing to bet I could come up with one of those. Maybe two, if I'm really lucky. Or if I'm half as good as I think I'm supposed to be.
Of course. Of course.
How you guys doing today?
Doing good. Yeah, pretty good actually. Feeling all about the nice day of rain, waiting for a game. Yay! Good day to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, sometimes that helps. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't.
Yeah.
I'm a very silly creature and decided that retro RPGs meant before 2000 at this point. So.
No.
So I found a big epic for.
I feel old.
Yeah, it's been almost 30 years since this game released. Actually, it has been 30 years. Or no, almost. You need 2 more years for that. 1997 to 2027. That'd be 30 years.
I got shoes older than that.
I know, right? I don't, but then I only usually have 1 or 2 anyway. So.
I had to throw those shoes away.
Oh. I think I have some 1984 Air Jordans still hanging around somewhere. Woo.
Well, you see, I have a bad habit of wearing shoes, so I don't have any that last 30 years.
Okay. So,
well,
let's go with, hey, how about some news? Anybody want some news? We got some news?
Yay.
Okay.
Slap some news on us.
Yeah. Anybody remember here long time ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where we had a judge in Wisconsin that was yanked out of her home and working towards federal charges on harboring illegal aliens.
Yeah, I know. What's up with that?
I refuse to call them immigrants. They don't belong here. They committed a major felony just coming across the border, whichever border they came across.
Yeah.
Okay, so illegal aliens. They're not supposed to be here. They are not citizens. They're not supposed to be here. They don't have permission to be here.
That's all I have to say.
They do not have authorization to be in this country. Therefore, they are alien to this country. That's the way that works. That's the way that worked way back in the day. It's still that way. Aliens doesn't necessarily have to refer to just extraterrestrials. But yeah, they found that she scooted one out the back of the courthouse one day, and they found him at her house a few hours later, amongst several other people that weren't supposed to be there either, and said, "Okay, so not only did you help one escape justice, but you have a bunch of others here who are wanted, who are at least theoretically wanted on felony charges. Therefore, we're going to arrest you for it." Yep, you and your husband both. Yep, come on, let's go. They have managed. The feds have managed to indict this lady, if you can call her that. And it looks like she's going to stand trial for it.
Wow.
Good.
Well, now that they've managed to get a federal indictment, they can now take her to a federal criminal court and do it there. Also note that people have this thought about Club Fed. No, all federal facilities at this time are they're maximum security, with the exception of a few supermaxes.
Yeah.
And you do your entire sentence. There is no such thing as parole in the federal system.
There's not? I didn't know that. Interesting.
Nope. It is. It was abolished. Yeah. God, it's what, 20, 30 years ago? It's been a long time since. There was a reform in the prisons. That's what happened.
Interesting. I did not know that. Cool.
But then prisons got turned into a for-profit thing too. So. Somebody
the for-profit thing really muddies the discussions about it.
It does, but no, you're still reliant on government personnel to determine whether or not you're okay to parole. In the federal system, you're not. Period. End of conversation.
Yeah, and I'm with you, Linda, on that part too. It does. Everything gets a little muddy because now you don't know.
There is no behavior good enough to erase the bad behavior that got you there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nope. Somebody just said, "No, fuck y'all. We're not doing that no more." That's what that was. We're not going to do that because people have been abusing it. We're going to do this. Oh, and by the way, the club fed for the white collar guys? Nah. You're going to treat it like all the rest of the scumbags, and you're going to be put in with them. Ooh. You got a pretty mouth.
Well, I do know that Florida is doing that whole thing of if you get life, you get life, and life is life, and there's no parole. So they don't do the life without parole or life with. It's life.
You go. You get a life sentence in a federal court, you're
just
done.
There's no more.
You might as well find some way to somebody to kill you, because you ain't getting out. You'll be looking at the same bars for the rest of your fucking existence.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on.
Oh, the House of Representatives. Oh,
what?
Oh, an egg. Yeah.
Sorry. So you know, the pup strapped so they can get their treats for going out.
Okay.
You silly thing.
Yep.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody behind me had to give me a heads up. And thus the heads are up. So that's the end of that. Good behavior may be membership in the House of Representatives. Yeah, no. Bad behavior is bad behavior is bad behavior, and those guys can be ejected for bad behavior. What was the guy from New York? George Santos? He got booted for bad behavior.
Yeah,
he did.
That's a whole other thing with the rolled up newspaper. No, bad sinner. Bad. Pop him on the nose.
Bad representative.
Behavior is what happens. Bad behavior is what happens inside the House of Representatives.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
We need the rolled up newspaper treatment. Pop him on the nose. No.
Okay, we've also got the whole 8R shit thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Adam Shitbiscuit. I can't stand that fucker. But on the upside, he's no longer got this level of security clearance required for him to be on the. He found himself removed from the House Committee for Intelligence.
It's true, Koenig. It is the best money can buy there, though. You're right.
It's just not in the way we would like. That's the thing.
I know.
See, that's the thing. Okay, what was the other one? I know I had another one.
I don't know. I can't remember.
He's hiding behind here somewhere.
Of course, one of the cursed aspects of it all is if you're not doing bad behavior, why are you politics?
Yeah, I know. Just kind of thinking, you're not doing bad behavior. What point is life?
Okay, then there was another headline that turned up, and I don't know. There's a headline that turned up on Fox News, just as a fun little side note. Trump to build National Center for Homeless Veterans with funds previously spent on housing for illegal aliens.
Yeah.
He's gonna put that up in West Los
How
Angeles.
dare he?
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, but
Yeah.
I was going to say.
Because the money in question has already been allocated for housing. But if they said they were housing for illegal aliens, that would be a really ridiculous thing. So
Yeah, well. No, but I think veterans have always needed to have a fair shake in that.
Right, yeah. The Trump.
I've always thought that.
Trump building home centers for,
So,
veterans,
yeah,
homeless
loads of fun. That shit is all the fun. I thought that was hilarious.
We have so many unused hotels as it is. We could convert them into condos really easily.
Mm-hmm.
And why couldn't we use them for housing?
Okay. Anyway, back to business. We have another thing. Right. I remember now. If you have a Steam account and there's a 99.8% chance of that being true in any particular case, change your flipping password.
Yeah, hold on, Sadie. Change your Squirrel said
Really?
change your password if you didn't hear. Change it.
Change
Really?
the password.
Do it now.
We don't know exactly what those fuckers got, but with 89 million with 89 million accounts compromised in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, Koenig, you hear that? You need to change your password.
Take no chances. Take no chances.
Yeah,
No prisoners. Nada. Because that's
Okay.
gonna hurt.
Smart.
Yeah, I changed mine this morning. Good thing the
Yeah.
only card I have connected to my account is a prepaid travel card. Yeah, they can't get much money.
It's not a question of. It's not even going to be a
protected
question
card.
of the money. It's what can they do to your account while you don't have it.
Yeah.
Why you don't have it? Yes, I know, and they
Yeah.
can do a lot. So, run.
Well, you said you don't know what information they got, so my password's already changed. But if they got any payment information, well,
Okay.
good luck with that.
I know there was another story I wanted to deal with, but we're running. We're kind of out of time now. Yeah, if y'all could remind me later, that would be great. Okay, we are here for some game.
Talking about me.
Come on, come on.
Damn.
Come on, you. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Hi.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I had it set up for something else. That makes me look silly. Very silly. There we go.
Okay, there it is. I see it. All right. I had a delay. I was just double checking to make sure it was showing. It is.
Okay. For those of you who like your controllers, you must use your keyboard for this one thing.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
because your
doable.
controller will not be useful there.
Mm.
Huh.
Okay. That's interesting.
Okay, so new game or continue. I don't have a continue lit up because I haven't actually played this version of the game since my last Windblows install.
I feel so old, and I'm thinking to myself, I miss those old sounds.
Mhm.
Especially that.
All right.
Lots of people do.
I miss that so much. I miss the old sounds. Back in
All
the day.
right, let's do the hit level 99 before the Scorpion Bot challenge.
No, that won't happen.
No, it will
We
not.
don't have enough time, and I sure as hell don't have that much
You
patience.
didn't have enough time in the year to do that.
What is the keyboard? Dude. I worry about you sometimes. I just do.
Hello, Eris.
Oh, hello.
I still refuse to use the TH on the end of that name because it was
Epic
Eris
job,
here.
Eris.
It was also the original and the original text was use su, not su. There's a difference.
When 3D art was still.
But Japanese
a little
doesn't have
angular
a
and pixelated.
th as in love.
Oh, I
They
love
just don't.
it. I love it so much.
Right.
Oh, dang it, I love it. I want to go grab my DS and give it a smooch. I miss it. Because, yeah, this game is really difficult.
This was the height of animation at the time. This was really kick-ass.
Yep.
But this game here was originally slated for the Nintendo 64. Guess what? That shit didn't happen
Yeah.
because we would have needed they would have needed to have made 4 cartridges, or no, I think it's 7 cartridges at minimum.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
To do this.
Yep.
Yeah, can you remember when we used to have phones on top?
Alright, time for these 2 dumbbells. I remember them.
I love the old way.
Swallow bastards!
Yeah, this used to be the way that we bought that. Actually, this was back when I was originally learning how to play games. This was probably the only way I could fight and stay alive. Yeah. I was
And
not
since
like you
Nintendo
guys with
refused to go
anything.
to disc-based media, because, you know, the current prez of the time decided that that wasn't the thing, and that it would never catch on.
Once everything got into real time, it was like I wandered around like an idiot. Ah, don't kill me.
Aren't they the enemy?
This was all I've
No.
ever been exposed to. This is really uptown gaming, you know.
Come on, Biggs. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see Wedge get his butt munched, like we did in remake.
And people didn't splurge on voices. You just got to read things. The magic of reading. But to be fair, even in the days where things were limited, they always had really cool music.
Well, Final Fantasy was known for its music, even from.
That's what I know. I mean, even from the
Series
early
one.
days, they had the music where everybody else was just going. Yeah, you got music from this.
Well, Dragon Quest wasn't too bad,
You got some pretty darn good music out of this stuff. And you know, even with their limitations with the technology today, they still really did some good stuff. Which was usually one guy with a synthesized keyboard, but still not bad. Oh, I love this so much.
See, I am.
Oh, my Lord.
You guys may have figured out, but I am not a fan of Barrett. Never have been. And that's not because he's black. It's because he's an idiot.
No, but more than one of us has done that. I have done that with you before. But here's a bunch of things there, because, you know, we're juvenile. I said the word blue.
Is there a thing over here? No, there's not. Okay, I thought there. I
Like Beavis and
thought there was
Butthead.
one, but I wasn't 100% sure. Ooh!
Oh! Yeah, he forgot it. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to go look it up. We got to look somewhere.
Use not bad magic at this time. Save it for later.
I love how it's the old flair to put it away every time. It's like spin, spin, splat. It's the little things that really bring the fun to it.
And Wedge stays out here guarding the rear. Okay, I may actually have to shut this game down for a minute, because the Steam inputs are not working the way I expected them to.
Oh, okay.
Ah, damn.
I have one of those good philosophical type questions. If you're carrying a sword that's almost as long as your body, and you just
Okay,
reach behind
we're gonna go down.
lean.
We're gonna take this on. Take this going down to the first save point, and I'm gonna restart it.
okay.
I'm gonna have to kill Steam inputs
Okay. Totally get you.
because this isn't working anything like the originals.
Okay. No worries. Do what you have to do, buddy.
Yep.
I do want to know, if you're carrying a really big sword like that, how do you get it in? You'll flip around and always get it right in the holster, and not just
Into the
like,
sheath. I don't know.
wrapped
Practice.
along your back by
That's
accident.
usually what works for me.
I've always wondered.
I can push my own buttons now. Woo! I'm sure you know, if it was me in there, I wouldn't mind pushing her buttons.
Yeah, but it's so much more fun pushing everybody else's buttons.
You mean like butt bunches? You ever see me name something Schiff? I really don't like them.
Yeah.
SCHIFF.
Yep, true. True.
Get your ass out there. Of course, you wait till I'm on the stairs. Now, I could have sworn that somebody here was possessed of a lightning material. I have no idea why I think that.
Oh, I don't know, but it's a guess. Hey, Kenna.
Hey, Kenna, what's up? Well, I've actually done the other two Final Fantasy. I've done a few of them, the Final Fantasy VII games, including remake and rebirth.
Yeah.
But I think we've actually done rebirth twice.
I always make myself feel old because I remember when I used to just play when there was only one Final Fantasy and not all the others. So yeah. They all were good, but it's just weird because every time I see one, I'm like,
Hey, stupid, gotta move on.
6 is my favorite, but I did really enjoy 4 too.
I really enjoyed 9.
oh, exactly, get it.
Oh, 9 was good. I liked 9 too.
I'm not as fond of 9 as I have been some of the others. But then my pet despise is actually 8, so.
Oh, good.
Oh, I have the. Okay, that's because I have the freaking bolt spell.
Yeah, it really is a matter of taste. I enjoyed the cartooniness of 9 much more than the realism of 8.
Yeah.
There is something to be said about the cartooning. I like
Okay. Cloud now has a limit break available
Oh,
to
yeah.
him. Woohoo!
exactly, but I like that. There's something to be said for it. I mean, I'm old. I like the old stock.
No, I'm just a fan of stylizing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm with Lynn on that one. I mean, if there's a compelling enough story and gameplay, I'm fine with.
Oh, you little bastard stuck up on me! Rude!
When I see things like this, it makes me feel nostalgic. And I like this kind of style that's depicted.
Yeah, I
No,
do
it's
like
also
this
the
style.
same reason I love Wes Anderson films.
Yeah.
Because, like, yes, you are watching a story unfold, not just random actions.
But no, I do like my. In a lot of the video games, I'm just looking through my list here.
I want to save that limit break for a while.
Cute characters every effing time.
Oh yeah. Cute characters.
I mean, I don't like Souls-like games, but I like no reach, no beta.
Oh yeah.
Why? Because
Did you play
characters
Nino
are
Kuni?
effing cute.
They're cute, yeah.
The first Ni no Kuni was actually pretty good. The second one, I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
There are several games out there that have sold on the cute factor. And are very popular.
Well, to be honest, they Ni no Kuni, the original Ni no Kuni, sold on Studio Ghibli. Seriously.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It did.
And it sold quite well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's also another reason why I massively love Kerbal Space Program, because goddamn,
Yeah.
it was so much fun killing off those cuties.
I know, right?
Those little Kerbals were cute.
Too
Oh yeah,
cute.
they were really adorable.
Okay.
What I liked about Kerbal.
Way too cute to live.
Kerbals are cute. Kind of the endearing part of it. Yes, do they blow up on re-entry? But they're still
Sometimes.
Well,
Actually, quite often.
Yes, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
I know, right? What's up with that? Okay.
yeah.
We just blow the snot out of it, but it's still cute.
Disable the Steam inputs.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Now, let's do that again, shall we? Okay, where did I do it? There it is.
It's so
And
beautiful to be in the neighborhood.
there you go, just like so. Hopefully this isn't all fucked up still.
Hope not.
That would be lovely.
Yes, that'd be very lovely.
There you go. Now you get to see the whole animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squaresoft. This is before the Square Enix merger, which was probably the worst thing for both companies
Yeah.
because it
Yes,
actually
Square Enix,
wiped out a lot of
yeah.
the competition.
And that's the sound right there. That's the sound I love the most when I play these games. That opening.
I actually did play a
nostalgic to
few
me.
Enix games of back before they joined Square. They were actually quite fun.
I like the Dragon Quest series, which I knew as Dragon Warrior because of North America.
Yeah, that was an Enix production.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy VII and I are going to have a long conversation about what the about the controller thing.
My brain made me miss your Len there. I thought he was talking about Enix stuff.
No, I did play Enix. Yeah.
Stuff. Yeah. They had a few. I can't remember everything they had, but I remember seeing Enix on a few things.
Don't do that.
Oh, they created Ogre Battle.
Oh, okay.
They what?
Enix created Ogre Battle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, the game that really stuck out with me was Robo Trek. That was
I'm not familiar with that game.
it's a Super Nintendo JRPG where you actually move around, where you actually position yourself around the battlefield.
Oh, okay.
Sort of like Heroes of Might and Magic.
Oh, okay. Cool. That thing has gratitude.
Oh, that was an Enix published game.
Yeah, you did ActRaiser. Oh yeah, ActRaiser. I remember. I actually like ActRaiser.
ActRaiser was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
First
it's
Star
like,
Ocean.
I didn't wait this guy out.
It was Enix.
You see,
standalone catalog.
this Scorpion boss in remake was the bane of a number of journalists. But by the time that came out, I had already finished it. I'd already finished that demo. And I came to the conclusion that these people suck all of the ass.
Well, that's an easy conclusion to make, but yes. I'm glad you did.
Well, here's the one that could start a flame war because I actually liked the Seventh Saga.
You know what? I was going to do the whole Seventh Saga thing, and I just never got to it.
Yeah. My mom brought it home a number of times because we loved it so much.
Oh, that's good.
But some people utterly hated that. Oh!
There we go. Gotcha.
Wow.
All we needed was butt munch to get his
So, hopefully Kodak still loves me even though I enjoyed the 7th saga.
I'm sure. Take more
Let's
than
see if
that.
he's listening now.
I'm sure his ears perked up. He's like, whoa, somebody's talking about it. Let's listen.
Now I am very much accustomed to being able to get out of here in like a whole in less than 5 minutes. It's not going to happen this time because I have a thing that I have to do. Because I forgot to go get it on the way in.
Oh, Enix published Valkyrie profile.
Yes, they did.
Oh.
Oh, I did not know Enix was still a standalone company up to the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. But that's your favorite thing to do. Tony, we love that stuff. He wants to kill, loot, and build.
Kills, loots, and builds.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. It can be a royal. Games like that can be a royal pain in the tuchus.
Yeah.
That was always the thing. I always panicked over the timer, and then I was like, and then like, very few games did I ever burn out the timer. But yeah, when I was younger, I just be panicking.
No, this timer is generous enough you can Zimmer frame your way out.
Wow. True.
Yeah. I was just saying, yeah, because it was. Now that I look back at my life, I'm just like, oh, I just want to smack myself for being stupid. But yeah, every time I'm like, I got. You be hearing little
well, it worked.
15-year-old me just like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out of time. It's like, yeah, not even halfway through the time. My brother proposed that at that.
See, this camera actually was. This camera was actually a thing.
Bye, Kenna.
Take care.
Later, Kenna.
Be well.
So, is Kodak ever guilty of timer panic?
That dude is cool as a cucumber. That's why he does what he does.
Oh, and by the way,
Yep.
Squeenix is gonna have my ass for lunch, and I don't care.
Yeah.
They're gonna hate on me.
What about? What about your kids, Sandy? Any of them timer panics?
I'm still not a fan of timers. I hate them.
The younger one more than the older one. The older one, no, he's pretty cool.
Ah, okay.
But the youngest one, yeah, panic is the thing.
Oh, yeah. Tell them there's a sympathetic soul that exists in the world.
Well, he takes more after me, so yeah. Anxiety and panics are a thing.
Down at the Phoenixing. Don't forget that, Rob.
If you put any kind of timer on that has that little any kind of a audio cue on it, it'll make you panic. It'll just trigger a panic. You know, you just.
Yeah,
I just get obsessed.
let your kid know that somebody out there sympathizes with him.
Yeah.
The sympathizer doesn't actually exist, but they still sympathize.
Now the one on the train. The one on the train, the timer on the train, that was evil.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's your thing, Conan. You're good at that kind of stuff. You've always been.
Because you had to get through, what was it, 6 cards worth of baddies? Just it was horrid. I hated it. Especially after the first 12 times that I screwed it up.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
Because I'm actually in no particular hurry. And we made it out under 5 minutes. I think the the shortest time I've ever gotten was like 3 minutes. Anybody says they did it in West is lying to you or something.
I couldn't remember for the life of me. For the other life of me.
I have yet to see a speedrunner that come in under 3 minutes. Mind you, someone could go look for one, and I'd even show it here. Give the guy credit, guy, gal, whoever credit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the main challenge edition from the timer is that it's intending to add desperation, because desperation is when you make your dumbest decisions.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of
somebody's
that.
ass is on fire. Or at least got burned.
But if his pants is on fire, does that mean he's a liar?
No.
Yes, it does
You
stand
can't
to
trust
reason.
anything he says.
Mhm.
And here I got to play nice with Eris, because if I don't play nice with Eris, she's going to turn into not. It's going to turn into not great.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going the happy ending route?
Hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah, the happy ending is always
did like
preferable to me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, I usually
I
go-
hate to do the
I
whole
did like her.
I'm the butthead route. I don't like those as well.
But then, of course, I probably everybody who watches anime with me notices that I tend to like the gentle but capable girl.
Oh yeah, exactly. We all know that.
Actually, for me, the happy ending would be where Cloud blocks Sephiroth and stabs Eris himself.
Yep.
Talk back to me, will ya?
Yep.
Man should not live by flower alone. Oh, you're fun.
Aww.
Oh, we're completely healed. That's good.
Oh, nice.
Sweet. But Koenig, how else am I supposed to bake you that loaf of
Kill them! Kill them all!
Exactly.
Make them all die!
Oh, that's ought to get. That's it. I bet you that's gonna get a rise out of him, though.
Well, he is kind of a living.
After all, we know Koenig's not that crusty.
I know, right? Shock Pikachu face.
Hi,
Hey, Edie! Hi, how you doing? You, we haven't seen
I'll go.
recently. That's Stacy.
Always fun. We are the greatest people in
No,
town.
there's a couple trials.
Kill them! Kill them all! Let dogs sort them out. We want these. We want the XP. We want the solo XP.
Yeah, Opal, I really do object with just jumping straight into the bread pond. You really should let it cook a bit.
True. You gotta get a rise out of it first.
Oh, that's the least of our worries.
The thing is, I don't actually even have to take a risk with these guys.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be buttering Koenig up.
I know.
We'll fight these guys, and then we're gonna jump off the train. Because at that point, we'll be surrounded except for. Ooh, that's right. I remember. That means you die first. Oh, you bastard
Maybe, I hope
on
you
the...
don't
That's awesome.
Die!
With good luck, I hope you don't have to move again.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate moving. I really hate moving.
Yeah, it's never fun.
Nope.
Getting everything in the car, you're just like, oh gosh. And you're trying to remember, where did I put everything?
Right.
Which box
Maybe
did
if
I
I
put
had
in?
2 months.
Well, congratulations there, Evie. Yeah, moving does suck. I hate it.
Yep.
And you want to know who hates it more? My wife.
Yeah.
She
I totally
she
understand that.
she has to be forced into it.
Yeah, well, I can see why. It's a mess.
Yep.
Never fun.
Yep. At this point in our life, if me and my mom by some miracle won millions, we'd still stay here. We just fix up the place.
I know.
Yep.
I'm with you.
Make the landlady really love
Oh,
us.
never come.
And being comfortable.
Yep.
You notice how their hands are fucking huge?
Yeah, I'm Doug.
That was actually a thing they did with, that's the thing that they did then. It's not actually a stylization thing, it's how many polys can we get away with? And the answer was not very many. Finding something that actually had fingers was, don't even, we don't talk about that.
I just thought they were overcompensating for something.
It was well hidden as an art
You would
direction.
think so.
Actually, there was one. Let's see if anybody remembers the game with no faces. The game was absolute shit on a stick, but what? The people had no faces. They could not, under any circumstances, emote. And as bad as these faces look, the other ones were worse.
Oh wow, I forgot about those.
Does anybody know what it is? Know what game I'm talking about? Because it was widely panned. I mean, it was considered one of the worst games ever to come out for the PlayStation 1.
Oh.
In early 3D, it's like faces were still kind of hard in early 3D anyway.
Well, and then, of course, they at least bothered. With this, they at least bothered to build a head that looks like a head and texture it.
Yeah,
and this
they textured. Yeah.
in the case of the critters I'm talking about, they didn't bother with the textures. They couldn't be arsed.
Couldn't even put a smiley face on it?
Nope, no face at all.
Wow.
I remember playing Epic Spider Turbo or something like that and turning the textures off.
Actually, what's fun is that this doesn't have not only doesn't have an option to turn them on, but it is actually centered around. It's actually centered around a human. And if you see but none of the characters in that game have eyes or noses, even implied.
Well, there's no selling things.
It's it drove me absolutely insane. Not only that, the combat mechanics were we don't talk about
that. Hell.
The contact
right between the nothing.
Between the combat mechanics and the texturing.
Combat mechanics are the real reason it sucks.
Yeah.
If it's not fun to play, that's the real sin.
Yeah.
Anyway, the game I'm talking about is Grand Stream Saga. And it wasn't a saga. It was just garbage.
Oh, I have not heard of that.
You haven't heard of that one? Seriously.
No.
If you can find a copy, just check. You know what? One of these days, I will actually rip that game out.
If you can find a copy, burn it.
But first bring it here and we shall play it.
Oh no, I've had a copy of that one for it's 20 years now. More actually.
Yeah.
We must
But
poke fun at it.
you know what? There is a tiny danger, considering that what we've been exposed to in modern day. The game may end up looking better than we remembered it.
Oh no, I checked it out here not too terribly long ago, and no, it doesn't. It hasn't gotten any better.
Oh wow.
Actually, that reminded me of a old game that's with stylized graphic style where everything looks like it was made from cloud balloons.
Oh wow.
Called Ecstatica.
Oh god.
Like, the only shape used for everything basically is more or less the pill shape.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Or at least that's used for all the characters. It's like, it actually looks really good. Or it's like...
That's because you are nothing but a sidekick, Wedge.
Just
Including catch your ass on fire. What is that? What is that hanging off your butt? That's a bottle of fracking booze. Knock it off. It is.
If you didn't bring it up to share, don't bring it.
Bombs and monitors, you know, flashy shit. One 10,000 scale. Mind you, in the remake and rebirth, Avalanche is a much larger organization, and these guys are one of the more radical elements. They're considered not cool by mostly uncool by Avalanche standards.
Yeah. Activists before we realized what activists were.
Activists back when they did things.
Well, at least unambiguous things.
Yeah, when they said, hey, we're gonna do this, and then they did that.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
We definitely look suspicious. Well, then don't wear the fucking uniform, lady.
Yeah, well, you know, that's kind of a thing.
You wouldn't look suspicious if you were in a skirt right now. You really wouldn't.
Just pick up Wedge, toss him through the train window.
Seems like it worked.
Would that be fun?
Looking forward to it. See, because if I was going to do the Magic Pixie Dream Girl thing, it would probably be Jessie, Tifa, and then Eris. And Yuffie is, like, trailing along somewhere. Uh-huh. How about I show you my cues, girl?
As far as Dream Girls go, I don't think Final Fantasy VII actually has a Manic Pixie.
Yeah, it does. There are 4 of them.
Oh.
It's Manic Pixie Dream Girl number 1, Manic Pixie Dream Girl number 2, Manic Pixie Dream Girl 2.5, and Manic Pixie Dream Girl 3. They are in order. Tifa, Eris, Jessie, and then Yuffie.
I really can't see. I can't see Tifa as Manic Pixie. She's an absolute woman. It's not Manic Pixie energy there.
Well, in this version of the game, she's considerably more serious. But
Yeah.
if you only ever played remake, Tifa's most definitely got that Manic Pixie Dream Girl thing going on.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Oh, damn it. They messed up the best girl.
I know, right?
Yep.
And Eris.
Well, I look at it the other way. In remake, you had more than her hair to suggest that she was female.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Because frankly, that girl in this game is a fracking skateboard.
Yeah, true. True. That's funny. You're not wrong. That's funny.
She's just a skateboard. She looks like she's 12 years old. They did a better job on Yuffie, but she winds up looking. She even comes off looking older than Eris.
Good point.
I actually did meet a lesbian that looked like a teenage boy. It was interesting.
Why are you doing that right? No! Damn it!
Oh, well.
Butt Munch, be an idiot. That's a Shinra employee right there. Why the hell are we talking about this? Except, of course, that Jesse isn't capable of making a bomb that small to do that much fracking damage. And what happened to the safeguards? If you tried to use a bomb like that to approach a okay, let me talk to the kid first. I'm going to talk to the kid.
Yeah, you need safeguards. You're not doing terror activism correctly.
Now, remake captures the story beats of the Midgar section of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I am not going anywhere near you, Barrett, or Butt Munch, until I have had an opportunity to save.
Absolutely.
Actually, this would remind me of a movie categorizing. High profile, it's like high concept movies are all about like the overall ideas and whatnot, but low concept movies are all about the execution.
Oh yeah.
And that really is where these two differ.
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep that place in business.
No, good question. Somebody said something about
too low overhead.
Okay. Knock out Midgar's power.
illegal
Yeah, no, that would
I don't
actually
know.
follow, lady. Seriously. Oh, I think that's probably on the low side.
I bet they've got a Chocobo Fight Club. It's got a pecking order.
You do know that people actually are up and working in the middle of the night? Because I'm pretty sure they do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I imagine night shift is still around in the future.
Yeah, I would say so. They always like the night shift. I'm a lot more pleasant.
Yeah. Got kicked out of the damn store. What's up with that? Everybody got kicked out. I'm surprised, very surprised, that
You look like you're trying to throw hands
that they
there,
can
bro,
actually
so I'm
keep the
wondering.
Seventh Heaven running, with Barrett running in and shooting the place up every couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and somebody's either going to have a really bad case of carpal tunnel because he keeps doing that repetitive motion.
No, I did. No, lady, I did not get it. I did not get into a fight with him. Oh, fuck you, Biggs.
I know.
Whose fault is that? Oh, ye who spells roly-poly wrong. Out the door. Now I get to pop. And we pop back on here so we can go back on the rails.
Aww.
Sit! Sit, boy! Sit! No! That's something I hadn't noticed before. They've got actually, the polys in on her bust. They've actually got some spares to get down in between.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
wow.
No. No way that was all your bomb. No way.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't from the sounds of things, you didn't have enough to even breach the pressure vessel.
Yeah.
And in remake, they're told, she is told that. Flat out told. Or no, actually, she's not told, but we are. The rest of the gang's survivors are. Yes, but Wedge, you are not a military grade coward. Like, oh, I don't know, butt munch.
That's true.
And at least you're willing to admit to being a coward.
Yeah, that's true too.
How does that follow? Because if the average soldier is big enough and bad enough to make all of these people, just because the average soldier is enough to put these guys flat on their backs doesn't mean that he is, and he never actually made that claim. Now I have to feel badly for Biggs right there. Right. I don't think so. That's all. The best word to use in that position is either, not neither. Head to the door. Here comes Tifa. See, here's where she Manic Pixie Dream Girls in. It doesn't matter what you answer there, because this sequence will still play out. These are actual Cloud memories.
Yeah.
As discussed by Cloud's favorite pair of memories.
If it's fine, remember. Sorry, I keep doing that. You know, but. Remember when?
Uh-oh. Did you get into the member berries there, Sandy?
What?
I remember Chewbacca.
Exactly.
I remember Wolf.
Now, here's something for you.
Yep, I did. I couldn't help it.
People were complaining when remake came out that they had actually added that black sports bra on her to her. Look very carefully at her right shoulder, and a little bit, and there's a little touch of it that you can see on the left.
Yeah.
The difference is that her top comes up a little higher.
Oh yeah. True.
And she's still fairly well endowed for
Just,
in comparison. So.
Oh yeah.
Now I think they're actually supposed to be 15 or 16 here because she's already fairly well developed.
Yeah, she's not completely child-coded,
No, she's not.
unlike Yuffie.
Unlike what? Yeah, Yuffie.
Unlike Yuffie.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think, honestly, yeah, she's actually going to be young. She was somewhere between 10 and 12 for Crisis Core.
Oh yeah.
Where she really was a skateboard.
True.
Well, we see here this time, and we're talking about 4 or 5 years later. I think it's been 4 or 5 years. You're looking at her being maybe 17 on the high side.
Right.
But if you're old enough to leave town and go enroll and go enlist, generally speaking, you're old enough to be doing whatever the hell it is you want to do with whoever it is you want to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she's more a jailbait than simply a kid.
Who?
I don't know.
This version of Tifa or Yuffie?
Yeah.
This version of Yuffie.
You're right.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. Again, if her age,
17.
what? The 17. Our boy Cloud here isn't that old, and neither is Tifa. But he's talking about walking away from town here, real soon, like. See, my thinking has always been, yeah, sure, Eris doesn't really look that much different from Yuffie, except that Yuffie wears shorts and not a long dress. But if you really if you were taking Aerith by herself, you wouldn't know unless you had some sort of a context. You'd think she was in her mid to late teens.
Yeah.
Okay, according to the fan wiki, it says that in Crisis Core she is 15, in Final Fantasy VII she's 20, Aberrant Children she's 22, and Dirge of Cerberus she's 23.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know that I'm buying 15, but you know what? That's that fan wiki I would want to look for a citation for that, but you know what? I don't even really want to touch it. She doesn't seem like she's 15. That's the thing. She's way too energetic for that.
Tifa in Crisis Core is 15. In Final Fantasy VII, she's 20.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
In Aberrant Children, she's 22. Yeah. Yuffie, I guess you must before Crisis Core and in Crisis Core, it ranges from 9 to 15. In Final Fantasy VII, she's 16.
Oh well.
Which makes her not jailbait.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the state of Washington, it
Yep.
Wow.
See, here it is. Oh,
And
good.
considering how old I am.
Yeah, Eris is actually 22 in this one.
I distinctly remember those years.
I guess they didn't say it because in the remake they made her 22.
$3,000. Ah!
Yeah, when I was that age, I was. Oh Lord. Young and stupid. That's what I was. Young and stupid.
The counter offer. Nobody suggested that that the original offer was bad, or that
Wedge.
Oh Lord.
Danger! Danger, Will Robinson! Danger!
And Wedge was 20. I always liked Wedge.
They're still youngsters.
He's amusing character.
I don't know what you mean. Cool. I know that, Tifa. You just said so. I want to talk to Marlene for a second. Nope, that's not going to work. But apparently Marlene over here knows enough. Do we really want to sit through this tutorial?
Nah. Skip it.
Young and smart. Oh, thank you, Koenig. You're adorable.
Materia. What have you got? You don't have anything. So, none for you. So that's a restore materia.
Oh, Jesus, the thing. The things I just got looking for things. Does anybody want Tifa's measurements? I'll just put them in the chat.
They have that on there? Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm scared.
What?
36, 24, 36. Let me guess.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, bust, waist, and hip.
Oh, 35. I missed it by one. By one.
Bust, waist, and hip. Yep.
Yeah, because that's the perfect. That's considered the perfect one.
Well,
That's why they
does
did
it
that.
actually give it? Does it
Because
actually
36,
give
24,
you
36
a?
is actually what they consider the perfect proportions.
And apparently that came from the original concept art.
Oh, Lord. Of course they would. And I
Yeah,
know who
as I said,
considered it
I was
correct.
wanting to. I was trying to find a second source for the ages just to confirm it. But and so I stumbled across
please.
that.
You're just adorable. You're my pudding.
Yep.
But yeah. They consider those the perfect proportions. I don't know who, but way back in the way, did it with the golden measurement.
Well, she certainly is a brick house.
Yes. Exactly.
Very curvy brick house.
It's okay. I've always been a brick outhouse, so we're good.
Oh, no. You're not supposed to say that sort of shit about yourself. Rude.
Yeah, don't dump on yourself like that, Sandy.
I'm sorry, it just hit me.
You're more than a hole in the ground to piss in.
Yeah, I know, but they are darn well solidly built. I ain't gonna lie, and they're one proportion, straight up, straight down.
Well, you know my taste, Sandy. Yeah, no. So.
Lightning, ice, fire! Ha! Yep, that's right.
The middle finger.
When she's not letting, enough of it hang out.
No, that's because she likes the nightlife and likes the boogie. At the disco house. Yeah. Ah! Now I feel old. Coming up with these old songs today.
Not quite like our house in the middle of the street.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, 92, 60, 80, 88. Yeah, that sounds
It's where
about
people
right.
like to meet, I hear. Now, my dad's house, that was a little house on the prairie.
I will say our house is a very, very, very fine house. You get me art.
Wow. That's a big one.
a unit of ether. These guys are just being weird. Never mind. We'll ignore them. Lightning all? Now everybody's gonna get shot.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Okay, that still means I have all of the I remember there was something. Oh. I will drop 10 gil for the kid, because why the fuck not? Oh, nope, this isn't the right spot. There's a place around here somewhere, because I thought it was this one, but apparently not, in which you can in which you could choose to or choose not to steal one gil from the kid, just one, from whoever it is. Where are you, you little bastard? Okay. I don't know what this sign says. Some people tell me that it does have something to say. Other people, well, other people have no idea, and I'm one of those other people. I have not a single fracking clue what that's supposed to say.
Well,
I just know that it marks it marks an invisible wall.
yeah. Well, that's true then. There you go. Good enough.
It just says on it, "You shall not pass."
I don't know. I've heard a million things. What does that sign say? And people have given me all sorts of answers, which suggests that none of them actually know what the hell's going on. Okay. Okay. I will return momentarily.
Okay.
I'm not sure we're even going to get off this train
Wow.
or run into the Turks before the end of the stream. So.
True.
viewers, who do you think is the best girl? And why is it Cloud?
Yeah, well, you know, one would think it was Cloud, but I do hear rumors that she's nothing but fluff.
But she just looks so fabulous in that dress.
That's true, she does. Because, of course, measurements. The hips don't lie.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not wrong about that. These hips don't lie. Although sometimes they do tell a few tall tales.
My hip, I don't know if they're even really able to lie. All they ever say is, "Get out of my way."
You're not wrong.
Don't have to laugh. All right.
Oh, Conan. You're so sweet.
Yeah, he is.
True, true. And don't forget, it's just us this evening, CBA for us.
Well, since Barrett has apparently that larger group of the larger community, must exist because, well, have they've said that there will be more bombings, and our boy Barrett here has not had time to do all that.
Oh, wow.
Because we can account for his movements from the time we went into the sector, the reactor number 1.
Well, we've kind of been with it.
Fucking butt munch. There have been a few other things I've called him. One of my favorites was Arch Bandit.
Oh, wow. Okay, that was something.
Dickbag. That one
Things
works
are
too.
moving around there. What the? Ooh. There's a lot of shaking going on there. What do they call it? A whole lot of shaking going on.
One time I just named him Bottom. Another time it was bent over. You know, just a I really don't like that guy.
We only got 3 minutes.
When given an option, our friend Barrett here, he winds up getting stuck in the back without party.
Oh wow!
I have to admit, it does sound like you really want to break his butt.
Huh? I'm gonna break his ass anyway. That's not the point. But I'll take the girls along before I'll take him.
Unidentified passengers confirmed. Oh no! Run! I think that's you guys. Yeah, someone better get their butts out of their crib or you're gonna get blown up. And it looks like 11 seconds.
Let me out of here. Move your ass.
Yeah, it's like somebody get out of the way. Hey, but why is everybody walking in the way?
I don't give a shit about that guy.
Oh, they're upgrading to level 4. This is ugly. Y'all get out. These are gonna blow. Everybody okay? We're fine.
By the way, that guy that went hee hee, yeah, he took some of our guilt, and at this point, fuck it, he's welcome to it.
Well, standing around and talking about it isn't gonna save your ass. Get moving.
Because
And just in case anybody notices that leaky gear looks really creepy.
why would I want to watch that?
How can you see or you can get around with that thing blink blinking at you?
The leader should be first boot on the ground and last boot off it.
Yeah. Wow. It's true. First boots on, last boots off.
Technically, Butt Munch is hitting the ground first, but he'd be hitting it face first.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's true.
His boots will not be touching that ground.
Mind you, I used butt munch this time because I don't want to. I do not want to alarm or annoy the YouTube censor bot. So
Yeah. No worries.
I came to the conclusion that I could like smack the shit out of everybody. I could do all sorts of weird shit.
Hey, look, these look like very friendly light beams. Somebody walk through them and see.
Yes, butt munch, you're going down there. Why? Because I fracking said. We're going down.
Yeah. They couldn't possibly cut you to ribbons. Let's try
But
it.
damn, man, that thing gives me the chills. No, it gives you the it gives you the vibe of you're gonna get stuck in there. You don't wanna.
Push.
So fuck you.
Oh,
Fork
the
you.
slingshot. Run right through. Let's see what happens. Let's take bets on whether his face will bounce off.
More ether. Okay. We're gonna have to be
Yeah,
very
but
careful with
we have
Tifa
time.
initially.
I wanted to go play with the giant laser.
Oh, great! Just what we freaking need.
The gray.
Hey,
We're gonna play
rude!
with the dirty bubble.
Ah, that's even ruder.
Now all we need is the prawn. And the atomic pounder. You're all washed up, dirty bubble. Because of course.
Sometimes I really wish we could have had the option to to change who the party leader is for the purposes of wandering around. Ooh.
Yeah, true. That would have been nice.
Ooh!
I would have ended up switching the party leader to Tifa, just running north and south.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know how old you are, Len, but I know a number of people that did that, not just with Tifa, but also with Lara Croft.
Yeah.
No. We have a helicopter flying overhead now, which is what that ruckus is about. I was starting to think it was a hard drive.
No, it's just,
One hopes it wouldn't be a hard drive.
those people that, kind of check up on you on a regular basis.
Yeah, I was in middle school when PC Gamer talked about the new Raider mod.
Oh, jeez. Did you know there's actually not one?
Oh.
Someone did put together a set of textures, but they didn't fit any of them. And if you did the nuke code in Tomb Raiders 2 or 3, whatever the hell that was, I forget. Lara would explode.
Yeah.
She'd just go boom.
Yeah, that got published as a nude code just as a prank, really.
It's just a prank, bro.
That's the kind of prank that you don't want. Because,
Okay, you can do all the best you want, really, but it's not gonna help anybody or hurt anybody at this juncture. Nobody's dead.
Sure.
Quiet, you piece of shit! Get back in here. I'm hoping there's a. Wait a minute. That's the place we came. That's where we came in. That's what that, dear viewers, is one of the reasons I much prefer to be able to change the party leader for the purposes of for these purposes. That's right, those are all water types. Okay, there's a save point. I'm gonna need one of these in like 5 minutes.
Oh boy,
Less,
are we?
actually.
We are that close. I did not realize.
Yeah,
What
no,
happened?
it's been a minute.
Wow. I hear time keeps ticking into the future.
Slipping. Keeps on slipping.
That's true.
Slipping.
Slipping also.
Into
You're right.
the
It does.
futures. Tense. Okay, so we are not going to make it to the next save point between here and there, and we're up under the Sector 4 plate. Getting the Sector 5 plate's not going to be a problem. But now it is time for the comments.
Holy McGillicuddy.
Still,
It went quick.
still Final
It went
Fantasy
quick.
7.
Yeah, the question before the group is, does it actually hold up?
I think
I don't
it
know,
does.
it's fine.
I think it holds up. I get sentimental
Yeah.
about it, so I think it holds up. This is the kind of thing I'm more familiar with the gameplay on these.
Still looks the same as it ever did.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true.
Agreed. That is absolutely true.
I mean, it's not Final Fantasy 6, but, you know, it's still good.
Oh, is it not Final Fantasy 6 enough for you?
You wouldn't have time to play Final Fantasy 6 in a manner that would tickle me pink.
Mm-hmm.
That game was very
Aw.
time consuming.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Very tired.
This one here was really time consuming too. My original
Yeah.
playthrough of this clocked in at 150 some hours.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, and it
huge.
takes every bit of that. Every bit. I remember playing these and the same thing. Yeah, it does. It takes every bit of that.
Yeah.
Yes, and Konek probably remembers he does. Getting him just go
Well,
because there comes those points where you just can't get through.
I will occasionally
Keep
come back.
doing it
We
over
will
and over.
occasionally come back to this. To this one.
Yeah.
Right now, we're hoping to put hands on a copy of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Hoping.
Yep.
We don't know if or when that's going to happen, but I will let everybody know as soon as that does.
Okay. Definitely.
What's that?
Yeah.
Definitely no. I don't know when. I know. Because, wow. Games. Amazing. And I haven't heard. This is the new one, right? The Dark Ages is the new
Yeah.
one.
This is the one that releases in
Yeah.
3 hours.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one. So that, yeah, I haven't heard as much about this one yet, but.
Well, Bethesda was Bethesda in its software pulled the same sort of stunt they did with what the fuck was it? They did that to another game here oh, that's right. Oblivion Remastered. They did announce it last year, but they've been very tight-lipped about what's actually in it. But they didn't start marketing proper until about 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Barely any marketing.
Wow.
Jesus.
Honestly,
Holy
anybody
moly.
if they see most gamers, if they see id Software and Doom anywhere near each other, they're just gonna buy. Because fuck it.
Yep.
You know, step 1, rip. Step 2, shred.
Yeah.
Or rip and tear.
You know, step 2, tear.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
It's rip, shred, tear, mangle, destroy. Oh, and spindle.
That's true.
You don't want to. Generally, tend not to want to spindle demons.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the rip, tear, shred, mangle, destroy thing makes for a really bad first date, I will say.
I agree.
Yep.
Makes a really. But if one does do that, it makes for a really good last date. Because if you try
exactly.
that on him or her, that first date is the last date, isn't it? Ha!
That's called Tinder date gone wrong. That's what that is.
That's quite a breaker.
However, if you're hanging with the Doomslayer,
Yeah,
you can
that's probably
expect
what
that
it is.
shit. I still remember the opening part of Doom 2016, wherein a computer starts talking at him. You go wham, breaks the fucking thing. I don't care. I has my armors. You has a yap. I'm going to close your
Hi,
yap.
Connect. See you in a bit.
All right. Ooh.
Yep.
You go. You enjoy your run, and we will see you all here fairly soon. It is a little before 1 o'clock on the leftist coast of the United States, and it is time for us to run off and do our own little things, if individually or together. It doesn't really matter.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Join us
I'm gonna run to the store.
Indeed.
Join us in about an hour and a half on the Discord. We will be doing
Yep.
some. We'll be having some anime there. You know, be there or be square. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything right before.
Yeah.
Although I may poop a couple of people.
Yep.
If you are not a member of the Discord, there's a link in the description. It has been there forever, and it will continue to be there forever.
Yep, and jump in.
There are no limits to that particular invite. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, share with everybody, whether you know them or not. Especially if you don't know them. All over all the social medias, X, Twitter, X, Facebook, Insta Weird. Just everywhere. or is that Instagram?
Yep.
I think it's Instagram.
Yep.
If you have an OnlyFans, go there too.
Yep.
I don't know. Pete Up the Squirrel had
one.
one.
Squirrels.
Pete Up the Squirrel had an OnlyFans, but there wasn't like, there weren't any other squirrels, and nobody violated him. So, I have an OnlyFans account. Am I going to do anything with it? No, actually, I don't. I've never even been to OnlyFans, honestly.
I never have either. That would be hilarious.
I had to shut it down after they got rid of Peanut.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Aww.
Poor Peanut.
Oh, Peanut.
Poor Peanut. He left us far too soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
They really just don't let squirrels keep OnlyFans accounts.
Nope.
No.
But today we will be doing the last few episodes of this first season of Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yay.
Followed by the first probably 2 or 3, 4 episodes of season 2.
Yay.
With the goal being to get through all of it before the new season launches in July, I would think. Was it July there, Opal?
Well, for what? For what?
The new anime season.
I don't know. I haven't been keeping track, so.
Well, I don't know if it's going to be June. It should be late June or early July, because this season didn't start until early April. So.
Well, it's been quite a while, so.
Well, and then this is the middle of May. So, and we were just seeing episode 6s, so we'll see. All right then. Then we will be back on Saturday with something. I don't know what something's going to be, but we'll be back with something. But between now and the next time we see you, be safe. Be safe!
And devs, when retro games are as good as or better than your modern games, again, you are doing it wrong.
All right, folks. On that note, seizure.